Hello gamers, I am Mike TheZorch, and this is Gamers Bay Weekly, and our story today is PlayStation's getting a Game Pass service. They are rebranding PlayStation Plus as a subscription service with multiple tiers. They are packing in PS Now, PlayStation Now, their cloud streaming service, into one of the tiers. And I wanted to talk about it a bit and compare it a little bit to Xbox Game Pass, because there are some issues. A very glaring one, actually, and we'll get to that. But first, let's talk about the details about this service. To compare, and we're not going to talk about the Switch because they don't know how to do online properly. So they have three tiers. Essential, which is basically PS Plus as it is now. Ultra and Premium. And Game Pass has Xbox Game Pass for consoles, PC Game Pass, and Game Pass Ultimate. Pricing per month, $9.99 for Essential, $19.99 for Extra, and $17.99 for Premium. On Xbox, it's $9.99 for console and PC, and $14.99 for Ultimate. And per year, $59.99 for Essential, $99.99 for Extra, and $119.99 for Premium. Microsoft doesn't bill yearly. There's no family plan. There is a family plan on Nintendo. So yeah. Additional perks: monthly downloadable games, which Xbox Live has, which is what Xbox Game Pass has, which is basically the point of Game Pass. Access to Xbox Live Gold, xCloud, free games, all Ultimate only, and EA Play Ultimate and PC. No word on whether their online service is PlayStation, their PlayStation, what do they call it? Gold? No, that's Xbox Live Gold. I forget what they call their thing where you have to pay them to play online. It doesn't look like it's rolled into this. Access to older games, yes, PS1, PS2, PSP, PS3, and PS4, depending on tiers, and most of those are played via the PS Now cloud streaming, because Sony's been dragged into backward compatibility, kicking and screaming. They additionally didn't want to do it. Whereas Microsoft, they've been actually doing a fairly good job of releasing their older classic games on Game Pass, not running in the cloud, but actually downloadable and playable on the hardware using emulation. So yes, they have original Xbox 360, and older Xbox One titles. Game trials, yes. For PlayStation, yes. For EA Play games, that's Ultimate and PC. They could add trials. What trials are is where you actually get to play the game before it launches. You get to play a game before it launches. We don't know the details of exactly how far ahead you get to play games before they launch. No details there, but you'll be able to do that. Now, exclusive discounts, of course, both will offer that. Cloud saves, you have to have the service for PlayStation, and you don't have to have a subscription for Xbox. So here is the problem. Now, of course, they say they're going to have 400 PS4 and PS5 games The premium tier will add 340 more games on top of that, with PS3 being the cloud streaming, and their PS1, PS2, PSP. Well, there's some cloud streaming of PS2, some cloud streaming, some natively emulated, some, as I said, they've been dragged kicking and screaming into doing backward compatibility. But then we get down to here. And they say PlayStation service has a few notable differences, though. Well, it seems Sony is enticing those to subscribe by offering access to over 400 additional modern games, with the promise of some newer titles like Returnal and Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales, anticipated to come at launch. There is no plan for new first-party releases such as God of War Ragnarok and Marvel's Wolverine to arrive the same day as they are officially released. And as the PS5 is only backward compatible with PS4 games, this essentially means the premium tier is the most accessible, and really the only way for people to not have access to older PlayStation consoles or games to play those legacy titles. And that's the problem. You got to have the highest tier to be able to play a lot of the older games, and then they're not going to have day one launch titles in this, whereas Game Pass does. Game Pass has day one launch titles, and that's a big omission. It may not seem like it, but it is. And so Microsoft has learned that if they offer games day one in Game Pass, it actually incentivizes people to actually buy games. They've discovered that if they put them out on Game Pass day one, it actually promotes sales. Sony hasn't learned this. Sony is still in the old thing, where we can't put it on our subscription service. No one will buy it. We have to incentivize them to actually buy the game first before we put it on there. That's the old way of thinking. That's the old way of thinking that it's not that Microsoft has proven is wrong with Game Pass. So that's a big omission, a big issue. No first-party games launched day one, and which means you're paying the highest premium with the highest tier, and that's just to get access to older games, and you're not getting access to newer titles. That's a deal breaker. If I don't know about for anybody else, but for me, if I had a PS5, which I don't, and I wanted a service like Game Pass, and this is the offering, I would most likely not sign up, because I'm not getting new titles day one. I would have to go out and actually buy those new titles when they should be on there. But there are people who will only play them, if they're available through the server, like Xbox, like the Xbox Game Pass. There are people that will just play them through Xbox Game Pass and probably not buy them, but there are a lot of people who do. And Microsoft is making a lot of money off of those people that do. Enough that they are releasing every new first-party studio game day one on Game Pass, with very, very few exceptions. So I don't see how they are going to get a lot of people to sign up for this, unless it's the people that just really desperately want to play a lot of these older titles.
It's
on their PlayStation. You want to play a lot of the older games. The other thing is, what about all the fanboys, PlayStation fanboys, who were just screaming on Reddit and Twitter that Game Pass is piracy? Now we get this on the PlayStation. I'll tell you what I'll tell you what exactly what they're going to do. They're going to sing its praises. They're going to hype this thing up. Because if there's one thing fanboys are great at, it's hypocrisy. And it's going to be hilarious. I'm going to be watching the various channels that follow the antics of fanboys and makes fun of them with great anticipation to see exactly how they're going to spin this after all their screaming and yelling that Xbox Game Pass was piracy. So it was only a matter of time before Sony got their own Game Pass. It was only a matter of time because Microsoft is eating their lunch when it comes to it. They're really doing a good job, and Sony's not. I mean, they're having a hard time just getting PlayStations into people's hands because of everything that's going on. And Microsoft also has, you know, the PC audience released to offer their games to, and Sony's been slowly releasing their games out to PC. They've got, you know, God of War out. They've got Horizon Zero Dawn. It remains to be seen how quickly they're going to start releasing those. Are they going to release Spider-Man on PC? Are they going to release God of War Ragnarok to PC? Are they going to release? I'm told that Ghost of Tsushima is supposed to be coming to PC, but when? Now, Microsoft is releasing them fairly quickly. Sony seems to be dragging their feet when it comes to that, and I don't know. I mean, it's not like Sony's hurting for money, but they also don't have the deep pockets that Microsoft has. They don't have the same deep pockets that Microsoft does. So it remains to be seen. Anyway, thought I wanted to share this with you all about this. For me, without day one games on this, even for the highest tier premium package, for me it's a game, it's a you know, it's a no deal thing. I mean, I don't see how they think that they're gonna be able to, you know, make inroads with this without that. That's a huge omission. That's a very big omission. Anyway, I've been Mike TheZorch. This has been Gamers Bay Weekly. If you like this video, click the subscribe button, and also don't forget to hit the bell icon so you get notifications of future videos. Remember also to check out the Gamers Bay community on MeWe, which is a privacy-focused social media platform. I will see you in the next news story.